listening to the Clutch and Wiggle Entertainment Radio Network on CWEradio.com. Clutch and Wiggle Entertainment Radio. Uncensored internet talk radio, sports, sex, political and entertainment news. Because what else would an immature adult want to listen to?
The Clutch and Wiggle experience is for mature audiences only. Listener discretion is advised. Things that offend you may include, but are not limited to, flatulation, setting flatulation on fire, defecation, urination, spelling words with urination, motorboating, masturbation, vaginal, oral, or anal sex, ATM, or foul language. Now please enjoy the Clutch and Wiggle experience.
So you, the listener, like live internet radio and podcast, right? Well, what about ones broadcast atop a real air hockey table? What about ones that turn legit fecal subject matter into pure entertainment? According to PodGods Network, CEO Adam Barker, this is the raunchiest show on their network. This show was once referenced as the Ron and Fez of internet radio. They'll never be number one, but they're always in the conversation. So who is this show? Well, it's the Clutch and Wiggle experience. Meet Rob, a.k.a. Clutch.
Hold on to your panties. What good is a voice on radio? I want to see pictures. What? We're the raunchiest. Who can talk about shit coming out of one's anus and make it funny?
Meet Craig, a.k.a. Wiggle.
A cunt with great shoes is still a cunt. I barely do any work around here as it is. If I have to do any more, I'm going to need a pay increase. I pulled a 258 in a pink bunny suit drinking vodka. I'm the fucking man. Look, I'm just glad that you're wearing the high heels because when you're in the kitchen, you can reach the high shelf in the cabinet, get the things that you need, right? And when you're done making my dinner and cleaning up, at least I know that I don't have to do anything to assist with that.
And on third mic is Lovable Ditz.
I'm a ditz. What can I say? I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth next. Yeah, you got to have that hoe in there. Whether I spit, whether I swallow is a subject for another day. Boobs are awesome. I'll be honest. Women's shit. Big old piles of it. You guys are easy. I could just sit here and just say pussy, 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 pussy.
Nah, that didn't do it.
You guys be happy as clams.
So, have you ever experienced the Clutch and Wiggle? Well, you're about to.
Yes, indeedy. It's, Thursday. We got that one checked off. We got January. We got that checked off. It's the 23rd of January. We got that. All right. And it's 2014. I think we got that checked off. And we're live. This is a live edition of the Clutch and Wiggle Experience featuring the Ditz, which we'll get to in a minute. You can give us a call at 201-467-5413. No, I wiped my ass with it. You can Skype us too at Clutch and Wiggle. Join us in the chat room, folks, at cweradio.com/live. Just go ahead and put in your Facebook or your Twitter handle, or just log in as a guest. Just basically chat with us. We're lonely. We're cold. It's freezing. Apparently 2 people are in coats and one's under the fucking covers. But we'll be happy to broadcast anyway, since we have been off for 2 weeks. Isn't that correct, sir?
Yes.
Is your mic even on?
Maybe.
Do you know how to work a mic?
Yes, I do, but I don't have headphones on, and I'm logging in as guest.
Why, you don't use your Twitter handle?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can use that. People want to know who you are. You're Craig Wiggle. You're the man. You're also a man that says cunt, according to our opening.
Which is a word I've probably used like 5 times in my entire life.
Guest Wiggle.
Yeah. You know, and of course you have it in our intro. I'm sure that word is going to be said via intro more times than I have said it in my lifetime.
Probably.
Thank you very much, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. Are you warm enough to do the show, or are you going to be an Eskimo?
I will be warm enough once I get some liquor in my system.
Wait, hold on. She's typing. I don't know where she's typing, though. Let's see, wait.
Are we on video anymore, or no?
Yeah, we are. We are talking. We are talking to you. I mean,
Is this thing on?
I didn't know you were talking to me. You guys were having your own conversation.
I was looking right at you, and I said, "Are you warm enough?" When I look this way, it is you. When I look that way, I gag.
What way?
This way. For the people on radio, I pointed to my left. The right is virtual. The left is a cognac-drinking douchebag.
And alcohol judges no one.
Speaking of alcohol, cheers, because I am drinking tonight as well.
Oh, shit.
So is that a box of wine?
No. It's caramel vodka and water.
Full of vodka and water. Why do you need the water?
No. Caramel vodka and water.
I thought it was caramel vodka.
Caramel.
Wait, let's do another test. She says caramel. Okay. How do you say the syrupy dark drink with bubbles in it?
That's pop.
Yeah, my ass, it's pop. Fucking soda. Christ.
We may need to have a sit down.
Where it's warmer?
Yeah.
I please where it's warmer.
Already?
No, Rob, I said a sit down, not a shit down.
Where it's warmer, either way.
That's I want to clarify because
it doesn't matter.
One of them I won't be very happy about.
So yes, it is January. Yes, it is fucking cold. We've survived another snowstorm. But jeez, you're cold, aren't you, little boy?
Not anymore.
What are you, about 3 layers deep right now?
You mean with the clothes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
I think so.
What other layers would I be talking?
You don't want to know.
Oh, God. Yes, we did survive another snowstorm, but apparently the $445,000 piece of glass in Apple in New York apparently didn't because of a snowblower. We won't break glass, folks. We'll just break your hearts and mental capacity.
I heard the worst and yet the best response to that whole story.
Okay.
Today.
Okay. Put your glasses down because this might hurt.
Well, that's what happens when you make an Apple using Windows. It's like, oh wait. Oh wait, I get it. Oh. Like I read it, I wasn't prepared for it. Like, that's kind of funny. Like it's kind of stupid, but like I didn't think of it, so I really can't judge it that far now, can I?
Well, we will get into stupid a little bit after our weeks that were. We'll get into a little bit of the stupid celebrity issues that have occurred in the past. It's only 3 weeks of January, and we have a shit ton of stupid celebrities already.
Boy, they took fucking up into 2014 like a race car with Paul Walker in it.
That was so 2013.
Too soon?
That was so.
Oh, it's not too soon because you're saying that's so 2013.
That's 2013. Get into the new era of shitty jokes.
Oh, that was a shitty joke then. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll try to be more topical.
Perhaps if you warm up a bit, drink more of the cognac.
I'm warming up. One of us has to drive home after this.
Yeah, not me.
No, exactly.
Ditz, do you have to drive home? Yeah, see, that's dope too. Oh, you're left.
Listen. You laugh now.
There's 2 spare rooms if you want to bunk with the cat.
I might be Skyping in soon, too, you know.
Oh, yeah. You want to get right into that one?
No, I don't want to talk about that.
You and fucking moving into the boonies.
Dude, it ain't that far.
Yeah, it is.
From here it is.
Yeah, from here and from the house.
Because you're in the hood.
Yeah, I know.
There's a reason that the boonies is way the fuck far away from the hood.
So if you haven't been listening...
We don't want to compete for killing people.
So if you haven't been listening, Mr. Wiggle is moving from his hoe shack to a hoe house. And we can get into the other little things of it. But since I'll be helping you, since you've helped me for the past...
Forever.
Eons. I have to sooner or later return a favor. And
I think this is like the first real favor I've asked you for, is it?
Pretty much.
No, like not like I'm not fucking with you.
Like a real legit favor, not just hey, drop me off to get my car fixed.
Yeah, I think this is the first time I've ever really like cashed in. Like, dude, I really need your help with something major. It could take a good portion of the day. Like, you're gonna get your hands dirty. Yeah, like it's not just like hey, pick me up from Wendy's.
Yeah.
You know, and like, let's chill for an hour. No, like, this is like the first time I legitimately need you for like something.
And we've known each other for like almost 20 years.
Yeah, like, isn't that crazy?
And
like,
this is the first time you're cashing in.
Wow. That's crazy.
How many times have I cashed in?
Well, you know what it is though? Like, I've had, you know, I was very fortunate for a very long time to have my brother living locally where like he and I would always like, you know, help each other out and like, you know, take care of that kind of stuff.
And now you see where I rate.
Well, and now, like, well, sorry, dude, you're not my brother, but...
If you had a sister, I'd bang her and marry her, and then we'd be brothers. Then it'd be 2 brothers and a pair of tits.
All right, but because she was my sister, I couldn't look at her that way, legally. But anyway, so, like, I always had him around
Wait, hold on. If you had a sister, right, I'd marry and fuck your sister. But you got 2 brothers. We'll get dits involved. This would be a whole fucking family affair. She can go ahead and marry one of your brothers, and then it'll all be a big fucking orgy on the show.
All right, yeah, let's put that conversation topic for the show that we're planning to do never. No offense, Stitz.
I was gonna say, I know Wiggle. I don't think I would probably be romantically involved with anybody in his family.
Ooh!
All right, now that's fucked up. Like, I normally don't get offended very easily, but that ain't right.
Okay, why?
I'm a rare catch.
Rare, yes.
There's a reason I said it that way. Work with me.
Absolutely. You are a one of a kind.
I mean, the one thing I will definitely agree with you on is it doesn't get any better than right here. You know, I mean, yeah, I got my brothers. Yeah, all right, we're all family. But, you know, look, I'm, you know, this is as awesome as awesome comes. So, you know, they might be sort of awesome.
Yeah.
Pseudo-awesome, but this is like super awesome right here.
Okay.
And it might be the alcohol talking.
Best that mom's made?
What?
I said he's the best mom's made?
Oh, I thought you said something about mayonnaise. Oh, wow. No. I started sweating there for a minute. I'm like, oh, my God, how did she find out about that?
Mayo. I need to do this for Jay and Juggy, so keep talking.
I am trying a new, I'm just using my computer speaker. I'm not actually using a microphone of any sort. Mm-hmm, so maybe I'm having a hard time coming through. I don't know. No,
that would explain why you sound like you're speaking to us from the middle of a museum with very high ceilings. But other than that, 10-4.
All right. I can put my headphones on. I was going to ask if you guys needed me to put...
No, only if callers decide to call in, but that's...
I'm sorry, what?
Don't be a dick. Don't be a fucking dick.
You're telling me not to act normal then. You realize that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you.
There.
I know.
Is that better?
I'm sorry, what? Are you driving through a tunnel right now?
Wow.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
That's your 2 options.
Exactly.
All right. First of all, if there's one thing I do excel at,
yes,
it's fucking with people. Can we agree with that? Can we agree on that, Rob? You've known me the longest of most people, other than family.
I think we can.
Okay.
I think we can agree on that.
I'm pretty good at it. You could say it's like a good bad thing. Like you're really bad at it, as in like you're a terrible person when you do it. And I really can't even argue that.
This is my response. You being yes, you.
It's like you caught your cat masturbating at that, like a moment right before that. His mouth is hanging wide open. He's make sure like his paws are in like perfect view of like where you're taking a picture. Where it's like, what'd you open the door for? You're not supposed to be in here. I swear that picture is like a cat's reaction to like, oh my God, you totally caught me licking my sack. I swear I was just cleaning it. There was nothing pleasurable, mostly, about what I was just doing. Okay?
Mostly, he says. Come on. Listen, when a cat does whatever he wants, that's when he's at his best.
But when he does,
you're fucked.
That's why I'm glad I have no animals.
Animals are really, really better than humans.
That is definitely you could make a very good argument for that. You're right. There are some animals that I do like better than some people.
So you're going to actually be moving into a house with no one else except you and the stranger with the shovel down the street. Okay.
I'm actually very happy that I'm moving out of I wouldn't say it's a shitty apartment, but I'm moving out of a 1-bedroom attic apartment, and I'm getting a house. It's like it's definitely an upgrade. I'm very much looking forward to it. As it is now, I can, I can make breakfast naked, although when the bacon splatters, it's a little hairy. Or not hairy, but risky. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. But I don't know, like at least now I can sit and drink a cup of coffee naked in my backyard. It's fenced in, by the way.
Oh,
I got that going for me.
I got scared when the fucking deer were looking at me like, what the fuck is this?
It's not the deer I'm so worried about, it's the fucking bears.
What he's not saying is it's a chain link fence, so anyone can look in and see him anyways.
Absolutely.
So essentially what's going to happen is he's going to stick his dick through the chain link fence and have the bears go at it. Is that what you're kind of teetering towards?
No, I'm gonna rub it
that
with...
works too.
I'm gonna rub it with bird seed, okay? All right, and then I'm gonna let the Orioles just, pick me dry. Wow. How you like that?
So
yeah.
The tweeters can get your pecker?
It's gonna be pecker action.
Pecker on pecker action.
I'm sorry, I need to be writing shit down for this show. I apologize. I have captured none of this.
Oh my God!
This show, 17 minutes.
That's a show title, Pecker on Pecker.
No, pecker action.
I like tweeter on pecker. I can't even talk. Never mind.
Hey, you're drinking.
You keep your own notes.
And
I'm writing down pecker action.
And let's see who's more legible
and
at the end.
I got a goddamn blue light sitting right in front of my eye every time I blink. I hate you.
We have to help out our brethren at the TwistedLens.tv group, because they're giving us shout-outs on their season openings and everything else.
Okay, I did see something about that, but my main question to you is you took about 5 pictures of me right now. Now, what gay porn websites are you going to post them on so I can kill you?
Did you want to help me with that?
Oh, I didn't realize
I don't know any gay porn websites. I'm sorry.
That's a bold-faced lie, and we all know it.
Just a few that I've started. No biggie.
So you're moving into a house where you can cook bacon naked and drink naked, apparently, on a chain link fence backyard.
I will say this, all right? No. I'm being serious for a moment.
Right. Yeah.
Don't count on it lasting, but I've always dreamed of having a house where I actually had like a terrace off of my bedroom, and I could just sit out there in my bathrobe and just drink my morning coffee and really just kind of like chill. All right, I've always enjoyed that. I've done that on vacations. Every time I go on vacation, I take my morning coffee. I go sit on the balcony and I just hang out and drink my coffee, and I just you people watch, or you watch. This isn't quite that. I do have a nice brick paved patio right off the kitchen. It's a fenced in backyard, and you know what? After I'm done making my coffee, I can sit outside and I can just chill and sip my coffee and enjoy, now I can enjoy my house. It's not like, oh, I'm in this hotel room and I got to be out by, 10:30 and I got to make sure there's no permanent stains on the bed sheets. I mean, this is, this is going to be mine. I'm really looking forward to that.
But now that you have an extra bedroom in this house, that means your bitches are going to be staying the night instead of you kicking them out.
No, it means I have a place to line them up when I'm done with the first one. I can call the next one in.
Like a green room.
It's like a staging area or a green room. Yes, exactly. Although it's actually pink. I got to work on that.
You have enough money for that?
Hey, who says I'm paying anybody?
Wow.
Thank you for the comment. Well, if you're lining them up, I figured. I mean, sorry if I'm wrong.
No, I appreciate the comment, left field. That was wonderful.
So maybe the two of you can swap stories about fuck sessions in your 2-bedroom abodes now, since you both moved and I'm still stuck here.
Yeah. But you are the only one that has this awesome air hockey table.
Yeah, I know.
No, I know you know. But
and I bought flooring for the kitchen this weekend.
You gonna
nice peel and stick kind?
Yes.
Is it wood floor?
No.
Ing?
No.
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 You gonna be laying floor?
Yes.
No, that doesn't work only if it's pipe. Are you gonna lay pipe under the floor? That doesn't work very well either.
No.
I'm not gonna find a way to.
No.
No, it's just not gonna happen.
I was gonna let you sink. So.
No, I know, and I appreciate that because I would totally do the same to you. In fact, I would probably encourage it.
But yeah, so you two moved into fabulous abodes, and I'm still trying to work on getting flooring done in my kitchen.
I haven't moved yet, but I'm hoping to in about a week or so.
I know, and we'll have stories to tell the week after.
You've never even seen my apartment. How crazy is that? I've known you for 20 years, and you've never seen the inside of my apartment.
I saw when you were keeping llamas. That was about it.
Oh, no, that was different. That was a farmhouse.
But since you've moved, yes, I haven't seen your fuck shack.
I think there's been I think I've had maybe 2 or 3 friends who've actually been to my apartment. I don't like bringing people there because of the crazy bitch downstairs.
Because it just smells like ejaculate all over the place, probably.
No, it smells like old people once you get to the 2nd floor. I'm on the 3rd floor.
Isn't it nice how I would use the word ejaculate and nobody laughed? Come on. It's me. I don't use that word. I would have said cum.
So I would have said something better like rejaculated. I don't know. It just has an extra meaning to it where it's like I know what that means, but when you throw that into it, it makes it kind of dirtier.
Yeah, but if you rejaculate, isn't that like throat fucking the old bitch downstairs and then having her cough it up?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. That should be one of the words or terms that we should get back. Remember the game we did a long time ago?
Having her face squint.
Oh, did you totally get lemon face? Was that lemon face?
Lemon face?
No, that's not lemon face.
No.
No, lemon face is like squish faced.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep, that's the winner.
I got her to lemon face.
That's awesome. Now, if we can only figure out rejaculate. It's like Total Recall. It's got to be something weird where you're having sex with a machine. Dude, I was totally screwing this virtual model. Everything was going great until all of a sudden she just totally rejaculated and it just fucked everything up. We need to get back to that game that we did a lifetime ago.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll figure it out.
Rejaculate is when you're fucking a vacuum cleaner and you hit reverse on it. Instead of the stuff going out, it's going right back in.
Anytime you say anything about screwing a vacuum cleaner, all I can think about is the movie Spaceballs. Which is still, after all this time, awesome.
Yeah, it holds up a little bit.
It doesn't hold up to the test of time because it's just so...
No, it holds up to the maturity level of us.
It's so technologically just gone. But it's still an awesome movie.
So how many days off from work have you guys had this month? Don't answer because it's not.
We've had 3.
I don't think I've even taken one day off this
You've
month.
had 3?
Yes. The building was closed for 2 of them, and the 3rd one, the weather was so bad I decided not to come in.
But the place was open.
Place was open.
Okay. So
I technically could have come in, but...
So you're up to 2. So that's a sick day. That doesn't count.
See, and I'm that guy... I don't care how much snow is on the ground. I don't care how bad the weather is. If the building is open, I'm going to be there. I've always been this way. Whereas I've known numbers of people over the years, as soon as they say, oh, it's going to snow, they call in, and it's just like, oh, the weather's bad. I can't make it. Sorry.
Yeah, there are people who I co-work with it. When there's a forecast of snow 3 or 4 days down the road, there is a request for a day off put in for that day.
Yep.
3 days before, it's saying I'm not coming in, so take a sick day or a snow day.
I'm just not that. I've never been that guy. On a day when it's so shitty outside, I want to be at work because if I'm sitting at home, there's nothing I can do anyway. I'm going to take the day off when it's 89 degrees, sunny, and I can say, fuck this. I'm taking a day off. I'm going to the beach. I'm getting naked, and I'm going to hope I'm not swimming with any sharks.
Wait, you get naked at the beach?
Doesn't everybody?
No. That's only when you go to Sandy Hook.
That would explain why I get chased by police. Huh.
Would you want to go to a nude beach with Mr. Wiggle?
Hey.
She was so quick to say no.
In my experience, no means yes. But then again, that might explain why I have some charges against me. We won't talk about that.
Yeah, that's a story for another time.
Yeah, no, there's a gag order against that.
Gag!
You okay?
Yeah,
Oh,
good.
My God.
Yeah, I'm good.
The word just kind of set you off there. Like, is there something you want to talk about?
Well, there's two things. There's the word gag and there's...
the word
Eeyore.
order.
No,
yeah.
Eeyores.
Oh.
Eeyores and gagging, just,
Is that Eeyore?
I've got something for the whole gagging thing.
Oh!
There's a little spray that you can buy. There you go. Takes care of all the gagging.
And you know this... How?
As you're drinking.
I was shopping.
Oh, she was shopping.
For anti-gag merchandise?
Oh,
No,
she
it
almost
just happened to
spit.
be the next aisle over.
She almost spit. Mark that down. She almost spit.
Is there an anti-spit spray?
Yeah, not listening to the show.
No, in my experience, spit is usually good.
Spitting?
Oh, we lost the connection.
Yes, in my experience, spit it is good.
No, it is not. Whoever taught you that should be slapped in the face with a sledgehammer.
Are you kidding? That's what makes the world go round. That's what makes it good.
No, what makes the world go around is rejaculating down your throat and then making you play with a hula hoop.
I heard that word again.
What?
Rejaculate.
That's, hey. Why do we always use the women on this show as a sex
I'd
object?
like to change that statement as to why do we always abuse the women on this show?
Okay. And abuse
Spank
meaning...
me, baby, spank me.
Well, apparently that's not abuse.
Not if it's welcomed.
No, apparently not. Apparently we have a goer.
So we continue.
I missed that last part.
I don't know. I have to wipe up first for me to continue.
Would you like a drink, Rob?
No, that'll make it better.
Suits yourself. More for us.
So apparently 2014 is making us as a group a little bit more happier. We hear a little bit of levity and hilarity and happiness in Ditz's voice. You're drinking, so
I'm drinking and I'm moving and not at the same time, so I'm doing okay.
So we all seem to be a little happy, not necessarily being like idiots like certain celebrities of this year.
I sense a segue, but go ahead.
23 days into a new year, we have at least 5 idiots.
Just throw it up to a half dozen. Half dozen-ish.
Why? You have one?
No.
Maybe you'll come up with one.
I might.
Did you count the newest one today?
Yes, that'll be last on the list.
Which is only somewhat awesome.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Well, we can start home. Our own governor, who has decided to cause a ruckus because when you boil it down to the common denominator, he alleged to shut down 2 lanes of a highway to a bridge. And this is going to rock his political career going forward.
If I may, everybody knows about Chris Christie's, quote-unquote scandal, which, by the way, every single news media outlet is foaming over this story, and our federal government is abusing its power to dig into every little financial record they can find about him because they know he's going to run for president.
Take a deep breath.
The next 2.5 years.
Take a deep breath.
Go ahead.
Ditz, do you know about Mr. Governor Chris Christie and this New Jersey Bridgegate?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go back to eating your popcorn. Go ahead with your rant.
No, so they are spending every waking moment making him look like a complete and utter criminal, like a near terrorist, because he closed the bridge for a day. I understand it caused a ton of traffic. I understand that there were certain emergencies that were occurring at that time. But as far as we know right now,
right,
it wasn't even his decision. It was people who worked for him that made that decision, and had a malice intent behind it. And I think he did the right thing, where it's, look, I found these people, I know who they are, I fucking fired them.
Yes, and
they are gone. They are not here, and I apologize for what these people have done.
And I agree with you, and I even wrote on my social media sites and everything that, listen, right now, whatever's out there is that people in his little group did this, so they should be fired. But in the end, if it comes down to it, where the governor of this state gave the okay and lied the whole time and knew everything about it and all that kind of stuff, that all this went down, he should be kicked out because, well, outside of because he lied. I mean, all right.
Oh, because politicians never do that.
Right.
But I do agree with what you're saying. I don't want to make it seem like I'm totally one-sided.
And I'm not like bashing him. It's like, well, listen, the facts came out that somebody said in a private email, a public figure in a private email, and they didn't think it was going to get read. Was mentioning all this stuff. So yes, they got fired. Now, if the governor who said no comes to he really knew everything, well then yes, because he lied, he should step down and all that kind of stuff. That's.
And I don't completely disagree with what you're saying. As of right now, there is no proof that he either knew about it or had any involvement in this occurrence.
Yeah.
So for the moment, let's not, make him guilty of that, which is what they're trying so hard to do.
But the other thing that came out, and we'll put it under this umbrella of idiocy, is the alleged use of Hurricane Sandy relief funds to fund his political campaign in the last running that he did against an opponent who her own party did not give her cash to promote herself for this atrocity of a.
She knew she was going to lose, and lost.
Her own party knew she was going to lose.
I agree. I totally agree. And I think some of the information that you're hearing about what money was used for certain campaign contributions, or you have the mayor of Hoboken saying that, well, money was not given to us. Well, what the mayor of Hoboken doesn't realize is that the state only had X number of dollars to divvy up to the entire state. And what Hoboken asked for was about a third of the entire state's budget for Hurricane Sandy relief.
He's being accused of using Sandy relief money to forge his campaign to rerun for governor.
All right, but in the meantime, I don't know. First of all, I don't know the details of that. Mm-hmm. How often have we found out also that government money was used to make a bunch of bobblehead figures, for a sports team? What about a couple of years ago?
I would like the government to use some money for some booble head for our co-host who's checking her phone.
All right. What about the Government Services Administration?
Would you like me to Google?
What?
Did you want me to Google something?
She's totally not listening. She's following in your footsteps.
It's fine. That's fine. Somebody's got to do it.
But let's ask the set of boobs here, because we all know that women shouldn't vote and you should only be in kitchens making you bacon. What do you think if the governor of your state, that's right, state, right? Yeah, state, had all this stuff happen? Like if he tried to shut down 2 lanes of a bridge as a political fuck you to somebody because they didn't vote for you, or perhaps using storm money that the government gave you to fund your own campaign, his or her campaign. What would you think of that in your neck of the pop, quote unquote, woods?
I think a lot of it would depend upon the situation and the proof behind it. I really would have to see what proof they would have behind it before I would necessarily want to take action. Because I truly believe that there's obviously a lot of lying going along around, and there's Chris Christie is a Republican, but he's made some decisions that are not very Republican-esque, and he's gone away from the party in a lot of ways. That being said, there's a lot of people who don't appreciate the direction he's gone. So there's a lot of negative people who would like to see negative things happen to him. So it would not shock me if a lot of this is trumped up and made a bigger issue because of political feelings and stuff like that.
She has a brain.
I'd love to hear more about the proof behind it and how much he actually knew about what his people were doing. Because if he didn't really know about what they were doing, doesn't condone it, and fired them when he found out about it, then I think that's a null event. It's done for. It doesn't really affect anything other than, you know, he made a bad judgment in hiring people that weren't very good. But that can happen.
I like the fact she has a brain. This broad has brains. It helps our show.
I don't know. It's making my brain kind of hurt.
Which one?
You know, like, yeah. And I can't really handle it.
But you can handle this talk, right?
So, what if C-A-T really spelled dog?
Wow, you're getting deep.
Yeah. I gotta go lay down.
So ultimately, I think that it really comes down to finding the proof behind what exactly he knew about and what he didn't know about, and going from there.
But I think that they're treating this like some kind of witch hunt, and they're going to find and twist whatever quote-unquote proof they think they find, and essentially whether or not they can indict him on any crimes, they're pretty much going to make him guilty in, you know, the court of public opinion.
I think that already happened.
I know. I agree with that, and it's just it's a horrible witch hunt. And if this were someone else, let's say Hillary Clinton, they wouldn't talk about it for more than a few seconds because they got a giant media boner, and they cannot wait until she runs for president.
Media boner?
They got a big media boner. Tell me I'm wrong.
That's about the only person that probably has a boner for Hillary Clinton.
That's probably
true.
Because gosh knows Clinton doesn't.
Wouldn't it be funny all these years down the road and stuff, you actually find out that Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky actually have a real relationship, and they've been fucking this whole time behind the scenes? That would be dedication. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think he has dedication to anything other than McDonald's.
Well, he's had a few heart attacks, so I think that's kind of out the window.
Exactly. He's got dedication to McDonald's. Why do you think he had a few?
Look at his wife. His kid turned out to be like a quarter hot. But
wait, what?
Really?
That's why I said a quarter. 3/4 are, you know, butt ass ugly.
So she's like a 3.5? That's not very good. No, a quarter would be 2.5. Sorry.
Matches up with Asians.
Wow, 2.5? That's bad. That's really low.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you either. Notice, but it's just like, wow, like a 2.5. That's like if you get set on fire, you might improve.
Maybe. Compared to her mother, yes. Meow. Pussy on screen.
Sorry.
Oh, Hillary?
No.
Oh.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Frankie wants to get on camera.
Yes, Frankie wants to hang out. My newest man in my life.
Oh. He's furry.
And he's unbuttoning my shirt.
Oh. See?
Are we not playing the right music then?
Tell us more. So, are we done with Christy?
I guess so.
All right, let's get off Christy.
Yeah, I
and
think we fucked him off.
What did she just say?
I wasn't listening. That happens to me sometimes.
I think he's been fucked enough. We fucked with him enough. Let's move on.
Okay, so how about we start fucking Jenna Jameson?
Ooh.
No. No.
Well, apparently she's trying to get back into porn.
Because she's broke and she's totally high. What was it? CNN? Like, I think she did CNN a few months ago, and they were like, she was so...
She did O&A.
So fucking bombed.
She did Opie and Anthony, and they made her cry.
You know what? Someone like that, like, maybe she needs a good cry, where it's like, you fucked your life up so bad. You have, what, triplets, I think she has?
I don't care.
She has, like, you got kids now. You know, I think she divorced Tito Ortiz, which, whatever, nobody cares.
In public, I think.
I'm not really sure the details, but...
Well, apparently she's asking members of 4chan for assistance. 4chan. Do you know what 4chan is, my friend?
No, I really don't.
Ma'am, do you know what 4chan is?
No.
Wow, I know more than you two in the Department of Filth.
Frankie says he doesn't know about it either.
I have to say, in the filth department, I'm usually pretty well informed, too.
My whole thing on 4chan was like, it's like a video roulette kind of thing.
Is it like chat roulette?
Yeah, like you could like pop in like people's videos and just start video chatting with them and shit, and it ends up being
like a chat roulette. It doesn't surprise me that porn kind of took that over.
Oh yeah, because then you can start watching people like diddling and jerking themselves off. In the end.
Okay, if that's what you want to look at, yeah, all right.
But apparently Jenna Jameson went on 4chan and wrote the following on a piece of paper: "Hi guys, it's me, Jenna Jameson. I'm having a really bad night. Aren't words that you see every day. So apparently it happens, and you listen." This is what 4chan did. The porn actress went to 4chan's image board to ask for help about finding out information on a former assistant who went rogue on her. Ooh. So perhaps this isn't about... Maybe she wants to lick the rogue assistant's box. Let's make this story a little sexier. And started deleting her pictures on Instagram as well as her Twitter account. My ex-assistant, who goes by the name of blah blah blah, turned out to be a con artist. I don't know if the person has this particular last name. I finally found out and fired him since he was privy to personal information such as passwords and blah, 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 blah. So she's looking for this particular person. So essentially she goes on 4chan, an essential porn website, to have this done. And so this is pretty serious information that you would probably want to go to the cops with, right? And also flashes her tits.
Oh, well then it's okay.
So apparently you're looking for somebody who screwed you over, royally, and you're going to go somewhere where you're just going to flaunt your boobs.
Because that makes sense.
Apparently to promote
Sure, makes sense.
Yeah, apparently to promote her new book.
Oh, gee, because I'm sure that has nothing to do with it.
I just don't.
I'm surprised she could spell in the first place, but, you know, who knew?
But Jenna Jameson.
Like she actually wrote the book herself.
Probably has a lot of,
I think like
four-letter words like cock and stuff.
Like, as if, like, whatever. I know. What? Huh? Like, please. Like, can you imagine an entire book that was just, like, random words like that? I bet you people would still buy it. You put you put a celebrity's name on it, and people will go out and buy it. I bet money on. I would invest in a book like that. You know, there was a book that was I say written, but please bear with me here. There was a book that was there was a book that was published. It was something to the effect of like A Man's Guide to Understanding Women. It was 100 blank pages inside. It was a fucking hit. They sold thousands of them. Kids like bought it and started using them as notebooks.
For how much though?
Doesn't matter. You find people to buy these things. Cash cow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, apparently the cat agrees with you.
Cash kitty.
Cash kitty.
Or whatever just happened. Is that considered fourth mic?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, shit. I'm in trouble now.
Yeah.
Yes, you have.
You have two pussies against you.
I'm fucked. Oh, that wasn't meant the way it actually, in the sequence it occurred.
Cat wants action, man. Cat wants in.
So we're off of Chris Christie. Who are we on?
We're in Jenna Jameson.
We're in Jenna Jameson. I'm
Yes.
sorry, I forgot about her already because she is just a very forgettable person.
Do you want to get out of Jenna Jameson?
Yeah, and I should probably be tested as well.
Okay. So after you get tested, let's pop into let's get into some Madonna.
Hey! Oh God, I might need a little lube on that one.
A little? I think you'll need a lot of lube.
All right, look, it's not like I'm playing slip and slide here.
What's wrong about screwing Madonna? It's all
Nothing,
bone.
as long as you got a slip and slide.
It's all bone, apparently.
It's all bone?
So dry,
That's funny.
she'd absorb all the lube.
Did you say it's all bone?
Yes.
That's so funny. That's the same line I use all the time. So what did Madonna do in the last 30 years that anybody cares about?
Well, apparently she used the N-word.
Okay, Paula Deen did it too. Didn't work out so well for her, though. I will say in large part, no fat joke intended there, but in large part, I really just didn't care. I'm not saying I'm not saying I like that word because I absolutely hate that word. But if someone else chooses to say it that I don't really care about in the first place, then I don't really care what they do. All right. See, what kills me about stories like this is Madonna uses that word.
Yes.
If nobody repeated it, nobody would care, and it wouldn't be as big a story as it is. But apparently, she says it, and then everyone repeats the fact that she says it 1,000, 100,000 times. And that's what makes it the big deal. So, what has Madonna done, again, in the last 30 years that anybody should even care about?
Well, apparently she Instagrammed a picture of her 13-year-old son, Rocco, boxing, and wrote, "No one messes with dirty soap. Mama said knock you out. Hashtag this nigga."
That doesn't really make sense, but...
She's trying to be hip.
All right, but like, she's as relevant as the girl from Small Wonder, okay? If that chick started a Instagram account and put some foul words on there, would anybody even care?
Ditz?
You know,
Oh.
I don't know.
Like, you know...
She shouldn't have used the word. Absolutely. She knows better. But she was trying to get publicity, or else she wouldn't have done it.
Exactly. You know, I went on that kid Webster. I went on his Instagram account.
Yeah?
You know the gang signs that he put up on there?
No.
No, because it's not true. But if I told you it was, and I told 100 people, it'd become a big deal, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's doing everything she can to stay relevant. And if that means offending people to stay relevant, then she's going to do it.
She mentions that she is sorry for offending anyone with the use of the N-word on Instagram. It was not meant to be a racial slur. I'm not a racist. There's no way to defend the use of the word. It is all about intention. It was used as a term of endearment towards my son, who is white. I appreciate that it's a provocative word, and I apologize if it gave people the wrong impression. Forgive me.
She is actually supposedly a very, very smart person, and she has made a boatload of money.
Yes.
You know, not only from her music and from her stage presence at live shows, but also from starting her own record label and really investing a lot of the money that she made into other, other revenue streams.
Right.
So she doesn't really need any publicity. I think she just maybe did something stupid. And I have to say the apology is actually, I would read that apology and go, okay, forgiven. Would you, or is that apology just not enough for you?
Why on earth would her Italian-named son, who's white, obviously, need a hashtag of this nigga?
Okay. Have you ever
directed at him?
Have you ever done anything stupid before? Ever?
No.
Okay. Other than lying to my face, you blundering asshole.
Okay.
All right? Look, everybody does something stupid at some point in their lifetime. It's bound to happen.
But
most people do several stupid things. If you're really talented at it, you will do a lot of stupid things. All right? She probably is sitting there with her phone, has his picture, types it in real quick with her phone, and sends it off. And all of a sudden, there is just this giant backlash, and it's like, oh, all right. You know what? All right. Here's an interesting question. If a black person sent out that same exact message on Instagram or tweeted that same exact message, would anyone care at all? Let's say LL Cool J sent that out, all right, on his Instagram feed. He took a picture of his kid and said the same thing. Would anybody even react? Would we be talking about this right now?
Yes, because LL Cool J is almost as white as Michael Jackson.
I disagree with that. But look, if a black, let's use the word celebrity, sent that out there, would you get the same reaction?
Yes.
No.
Again, you fucking liar.
In this fucking PC world, yes.
I totally disagree.
This false PC
No,
world.
because it's one of those few words that it's okay for some people to use, but not others.
Exactly.
Okay.
You suck. Sorry, I had to throw that.
Haha, tag team on you.
Okay, I'll take half that.
Oh, I always knew you had something for Wiggle.
What happened? As you both tip your glasses at the same time?
I heard something about Dr. Wiggle.
He said, I'll take half that, and I said, I always knew he had something for you.
Yeah.
Well, at least she didn't say mayonnaise again.
Didn't say mayonnaise in the first place.
You just did.
Anyways, I say mayo usually.
Ooh, mayo. As opposed to what? Pop?
Yeah. Mayonnaise. Ba-dum-bum.
Stupid pop. Fuck you, it's soda. So you want to get out of Madonna and her...
I never made it in.
Well, you didn't use enough lube.
I guess not. I guess I didn't use the slip and slide either.
Apparently Ditz didn't spit enough for you to get in.
The slip and slide. Yeah, maybe she needs the... Maybe... Wait. Oh, my God. Wait. What if you take the anti-gag spray and you spray it on Madonna's vagina? Then what happens? Does it prolapse?
I don't know, but I bet it would be minty fresh.
You didn't say they came in different smells.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Somehow,
are you?
Yeah, somehow I don't believe that. I don't. At all. All right, so let's get out of Madonna and let's jump into this whole Justin Bieber shit. This cockamamie horse shit. What? Are you looking up Madonna's vagina?
No, I'm looking up anti-gag spray because I'm just dying to know if this is like really a thing or if this is just a total, just a total farce.
No, it's a thing. You will find it in a variety of sites.
Yes, but I have to click on one that's appropriate enough for me to look at now.
There's no
Go
net.
to AdamandEve.com. It's the place to go to get any of your favorite toys.
You know way, way, way too much about this stuff, especially right off the top of your head. There are stories you are not sharing on this show.
If anybody doesn't know about AdamandEve.com, they're dumb.
Thank you for calling me dumb.
But
it's the best place to go.
As a side story, you actually brought up something, okay, that somebody else mentioned that she would like to bring to the show. So you've opened the door for Pandora's box, literally. Are you all right over there?
No.
What?
What did you see?
Spearmint
Pussy.
Deep Throat Spray. Good Head Cherry Throat Spray. Mint Chocolate Deep Throat Spray. Cinnamon Throat Spray. Now, is that like the Cinnamon Challenge? Part 2?
Maybe.
Hey. Wow.
Seems like that might be a little toasty on the penis.
Cinnamon? No, that would be jalapeno flavored.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I see.
How'd you like a deep hot one?
For the guy that likes pleasure and pain.
You made him break twice. Look at you! Oh my god! You laughed so hard you fucking farted and you're giggling like a girl.
I snorted. Oh my god.
Oh, giggle farts.
I don't remember what I was gonna write.
Oh my god.
Man, that's actually a brain fart. Oh man.
You made him laugh so hard he fucking gasped one. And giggled.
Alright, jalapeno.
Is there anything else on that?
There's all sorts of fun on that website.
Alright, well, I think the jalapeno
You just spend a little time on it.
deep throat spray is enough for me. Oh god.
What, you don't want to get into penis cages?
Cut that. Next intro.
Maybe in the next segment, but not right now.
I'm sweating.
Penis cages? What are they, fucking wild animals?
I hope they're not rusty.
Oh. Does you all right?
Nope.
Now keep drinking.
Yep.
Maybe it'll all go away soon.
Makes the bad feelings go away for a while.
Yeah.
Back on topic here. What were we talking about?
Justin Bieber is being...
Oh, God, anything but that.
But the most recent stupid 2014 dumb celebrity.
Well, first of all, he's had two terrible stories. One was that I thought they raided his house because he ended up egging the neighbor, and they found a shit ton of drugs in his house. Like, big surprise there. And the second was he just got arrested today, which his mugshot is actually really good. If I have to give him any compliment whatsoever, his mugshot is pretty awesome, where he's just, like, got this big, like, smile, like, you know, like, yeah, I just got caught. Other than that, he needs to go away.
Yes.
I think he's going to end up dead in a few years. I really do.
Well, you know, they only posted like $25,000 bond or $250,000 bond for this jerk-off.
Does it really matter?
He was
You know,
high.
whatever
He was on antidepressants. He's fucking speeding in a Lamborghini. And he's causing a ruckus to fucking the society outside of the music world.
He's got so much money already, which is disgusting in its own right. If they made his bail $25,000, or if they made it $25 million, either he or his record label would have ponied up the money in seconds. It doesn't matter. The reason that you post bail and you give that money over, you hand that money over, is that me?
No.
Oh, you know, is
the vibrating dildo over there.
Got it. You know, the only reason you hand that money over is because if you decide to skip the country, you forfeit that money. He's not going anywhere. There's no way. The record label stands to make way too much money by him doing as he's supposed to do right now and not fleeing back to Canada, which who cares about that anyway, even if he does.
You're mean. You hate Canada.
I'm a horrible person to begin with. You know this.
But yet there's so much more hate for Justin Bieber.
Go online.
Yeah.
You think I hate him?
Well, what
I bet you there's about 100,000 death threats for him out there. I don't care that much about him at all. I just think he's an idiot.
Is one of them from Ditz?
No, the worst part about it is nobody hates him as much as himself. Because you know that boy hates his life.
I don't think so.
I do.
You really think
I
he
think
hates
he's
his life?
a spoiled child asking for somebody to step into his life and to give him some sort of boundaries and to get some control over him.
No, see, I don't agree with that at all. I think he is. I do agree with half of what you're saying. I think he is a totally 100% spoiled, rotten kid who has more money than most adults will see in their lifetime, and he is spending that money like any snot-nosed kid would do, and he thinks there are no repercussions for his actions. Rob, you decide. What do you think?
It's like Macaulay Culkin Part 2. You have a spoiled teen. You give him $16, and he fucking goes ape shit. You give him $16 more, he goes more ape shit. And it's just.
I honestly think I think he feels he can get away with anything now. And he feels untouchable.
Right, and that piggybacks onto what Ditzy was saying. Is that he's a spoiled little brat, and he's calling for attention because he knows his life sucks. He knows it's out of control, and he's waiting for somebody to step in and tell him to stop.
I don't think he wants that.
Because he can't do it himself.
I don't think he cares, though. I think he thinks he rules the world right now. And if somebody tries to step in and put him in his place, he's going to take him out. I mean, not him, but probably his 350-pound bodyguards.
It's what he needs more than anything else right now is somebody in his life to give him some sort of
somebody needs to slap a dick in his face and tell him, hey,
control,
wise up.
And just there you go. Put a cock cage on him.
He needs wow. That just killed everything I was going to say. I was just going to say he needs the proverbial swift kick to the ass.
A cock cage.
No, not a cunt cage.
No, cock cage.
Oh, Jesus, I thought you said something different. I got to write that down.
What's a cunt cage?
I don't know. I thought you said it.
No?
I don't like that word either.
It's a chastity belt.
You.
It's a what?
Chastity belt.
Okay. Apparently it's been used before. How about we go to break?
Please.
Huh?
Yeah.
Everybody ready for a break?
Yay. No, actually.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Ditzy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, folks. We'll be back on the other side of the break. Don't go anywhere. We have a lot of sex talk and Ditzy's question of the week. So stay tuned. But listen to these fine commercials like this one.
Hey, this is Steve from Broadcasting Under the Influence. You're listening to The Clutch and Wiggle Experience. Doesn't the name say it all? I mean, it's not just a show. It's a goddamn experience. Right here on CWERadio.com.
Hello, I'm Rita Ramnani. Adam has kindly asked me to record some kind of promo for the Oddcast Podcast UK. Apparently, I'm supposed to try and big the show up and make it sound all exciting and amazing. But if I'm truthfully honest, I never listen to the show. Because frankly, I have a life. And sitting around listening to three guys natter on about nothing isn't my idea of a good time. In fact, if I wanted to sit down and listen to inebriated idiots waffle on about how great Batman is, or whether a samurai sword is actually a katana, then I'd rather go down the local park and listen to tramps. At least that way I might see a fight or something. I mean, does Adam actually think people care about what he has to say? Do we care about his segments Star Watch, where they discuss about actors and actresses? We all have IMDb, Adam, so why are you bothering? Also, having a segment called Go Back and Watch This doesn't make you some kind of critic. If I want to go back and watch a film, it won't be because you told me. So, the Oddcast Podcast UK, the podcast nobody is listening to. And I'm not surprised, really. Nobody wants to hear three Brits mumble their way through a podcast. So don't go to oddpoduk.wordpress.com and don't bother following on Twitter at Barker Podcasts and at Oddcast Podcast. It'll only depress you. Adam, stop podcasting. The Podgods Network would be a better place without you. Nobody's had the heart to say it, but it's true. Sorry, hun, but it's for your own good. I'm saying this as a friend. Okay, end of promo. Thank you.
Do you having zip problems? Some type of ailment? Stinky twat? 2 dicks? Can't get that man or woman to sleep with you? Need to know how to get that pesky Zyklon B out of your uniform? Call the doctors. Clutch and Wiggle. At 201-467 excuse me, 201-467-5413. Let them know what you'd like them to talk about and they will give you their advice. Dr. Ruth and the Abby have nothing on the doctor's Clutch and Wiggle.
Parents, are you having a hard time finding a reliable yet cost-effective place to take your children while you take care of your day-to-day errands? Come to Crooked Hanger Daycare Center, where we take pride in taking care of your little shit machines. You'll be able to go to the salon to check up on your new weave or extensions, take in a movie, go to lunch with your baby daddy, or just light up a spliff and chill. Crooked Hanger Daycare Center is open 24 hours a day, so you can pick up those little bastards after your shift ends at the Titty Bar. We are conveniently located right next to Clutch's Crab Shack in the downtown area. We accept cash, major credit cards, money orders, WIC, and food stamps. Availability is limited, so hurry today to ensure care for your little mistake.
Do you feel that your internet radio station has been lying to you?
Do you feel like you've been touched by your local internet radio station? Sexually? Possibly inappropriately?
Do you feel that the site that is streaming your favorite internet radio programs is being run by a redheaded stepchild who can't conference in 2 Skype calls at one time?
If you've answered yes to any of these questions, you should call the law offices of Rinkelstein, Beach, and Kvant at 900-555-2868.
That's 900-555-CUNT.
Or visit our orifice located across from the Crooked Hanger Daycare Center and next to the local NAMBLA office.
If something smells fishy in your life, we here at Rinkelstein, Beach, and Kvant want to dig our noses into it.
Are you tired of everyday radio?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it suck there's only AM and FM?
Yeah, and, well, I mean, there's Sirius and XM. Yeah, CDs and stuff like that. iTunes. Tape decks. Yeah,
Well, that's besides the point, because we bring it straight to you now via the internet.
Ooh, really? Do tell.
Well, it's very simple. All you got to do is go to CWEradio.com, and you can listen 24 hours a day.
That's cool, but wait.
Yeah, I don't, I'm not near my computer 24 hours a day.
Then I guess you're just shit out of luck, aren't you?
Damn it.
Wait, you're
What?
not.
Really?
Because you can download onto your smartphones the TuneIn Radio app. Just search Clutch and Wiggle.
Well, what if I don't have a smartphone?
Then you're fucked.
All right.
But for the rest of you, swing on by CWEradio.com and check out all the great shows like A Little Punch Drunk.
Ooh, I like them.
Yeah, they're cool.
And, well, I can't really think of any others, but you can listen to A Little Punch Drunk.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm good with that.
So just swing on by CWEradio.com. Enjoy.
With the recent emerging pandemic hitting our nation, we here at the Clutch and Wiggle Experience are concerned about your health.
To ensure this crisis does not reach global proportions, we'd like to ask our neighbors in Mexico to please refrain from having sexual relations with your pigs. Don't be a fool. Stay away from pig stool. Together, we can stop the spread of the hog HIV.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here, and today I'd like to talk to you about the hog HIV. Being married to Miss Piggy is about as bad as it sounds, but instead of suicide, I practice safe porking. So as a fellow banger of the bacon, I highly encourage you to cover your one-eyed cucumber before screwing your squealer. Or just stick it in her rump roast. Yay!
In a world
where entertainment has been diluted to the lowest common denominator.
$1 makes me holler, honey boo-boo.
One podcast has vowed to bring laughter to all.
I know two things in this world right now.
Okay.
That I don't know anything, and that I want a lightsaber.
I'm sorry, was I having phone sex with your wife?
This entire show has gone to cock.
Welcome to Cockamania.
Mark.
There's voices in my head that no one else can hear. I will defend Dick till the end.
Joanna.
I kind of had a thing for Mr. Peanut. To be surrounded by cops, essentially.
Really, it's like a life ambition of yours.
Mike.
The human autocorrect. If I did it all of the time I wanted to, no one would be friends with me.
They may not always get along.
You were only a dick because you called me a douche.
You were a douche, but that's the point. I wasn't a dick. You actually were a douche.
But at least they're professional.
Now we have to do it again. Get Mark photo.
It's crazy. Random happenstance.
You're going bionic arms and legs.
Bionic arms and legs.
I'm
You're
going bionic hair.
Totally a guy-girl thing. Subscribe to Crazy Random Happenstance by searching CRH in iTunes or Stitcher, or go to crhpodcast.com.
Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality.
Hello, this is Stephen fucking Hawkins, and you're listening to the best show on internet radio, the Clutch and Wiggle Experience. Remember, fuckers, it's not just a show, it's a goddamn experience.
That's right. Hawks knows best. The Wiggle Experience featuring the Dits. It's not just a show, it's an experience. It is audible masturbation for your immature adult pleasures. You can check us out iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, Podomatic, Podcast Network, Rockin' Comedy replays us. A whole bunch of shit. Just in your search engine, if you literally go, type in Clutch and Wiggle, you will get everything. Check out previous shows of Ditsy's podcast, which is on hiatus. Right?
Yes, this is true.
Okay. You can also just look for twistedlens.tv. You can check out, formerly known as the Jay and Juggy Show. We're trying to take pictures tonight. By the way, if you can get a picture, I don't know, as sexy as possible of you with headphones and a mic in front of your mouth.
I'll do it. I'll see what I can do.
Not you, the chick. Possibly looking a little phallic, and get that to me by the weekend. That'd be great.
I'll see what I can do.
I don't know if I have a mic.
Then you can try using a dildo, and we'll try to Photoshop the shit out of it. Or you can just use a dildo.
Actually, yeah, I was just going to say, we will not Photoshop any of that.
Yeah, just use headphones and like you're talking into a mic, but it's really a rubber penis. I wouldn't.
Well, what makes you think I have a dildo?
How else are you supposed to fuck yourself at night?
Then use your bottle of gag spray.
What makes you think I have a bottle of that?
What makes us think that you're not gagging on cock?
You remember how I knew that Rob was lying to me?
Yeah.
Well, that skill extends past this air hockey table.
Oh, I see.
Yes, apparently he's got some kind of intuition about stuff.
Gag spray.
Gag spray, yes. Well, this week I think we have a double whammy with the following little thingy here. So.
I have no idea what that means. Following like the thing and like the stuff and thingies.
Do me a favor. Shut the fuck up for about 45 seconds.
That is not possible.
And now, the ditzy question of the week.
All right, guys.
Oh shit! Here we go.
I was only going to do one of them because the other one you said was too risque.
No.
Now I want to hear it.
No. All right, because wait, hold on. Before you even shut that, because
I really need to pay attention for this.
Oh, yeah. 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 Put it down. All right.
All right. You have my partially divided attention.
I'd go with the second one.
Go.
We might ease into the
physics
first one.
class.
Go with
Go.
two.
Come on, let's go.
Get out of here. Go on, get out of here.
All right, the second one it is. Okay, from a guy's perspective, nipple play. A woman does nipple play on a man. Is it worth it, or should she just continue going south because it really doesn't do much?
Okay, I can see the firewood starting to burn.
So you want me to go for? All right. So if a man and a woman are intimate, and the woman decides to play with the man's nipples.
Well, let's
no. Should she stay there for a little while, or is it just like a quick thing and move on?
Exactly. It's like, should she even bother?
Okay, or should she do it at all?
Guy?
I think it's a great way to transition to another place of the body, but it should be nothing more than a jumping point.
Fair enough. So it doesn't do that much.
He did that so
like,
serious.
Obviously, a woman's... Yeah, he's awesome that.
Oh, you hear that? The woman says I'm awesome.
No, I didn't hear it because it's a total lie.
Yeah.
Well, like, for a woman's nipples are very sensitive, so I didn't know how sensitive a man's nipples are, and,
Now, for a woman,
generally
it's totally different for a woman, because there's breasts involved with the nipples. So, so a little bit of time should be invested on those. I mean, the mammary magnums need a little bit of time. You got to give them proper attention.
Fair enough. How about you, Mr. Rob?
Avoid the nips altogether and just put a little bit more concentration and get into my nuts.
You see, that's kind of what I said, though. But you kind of it's okay if you use that as a quick jumping point.
No, I don't even want it as a quick jumping point.
Like if you want to lick my armpit, and then you want to lick the nipple, and then right to the nutsack. All right, let's make that transition here. And then just kind of stay right there. You'll know when to stop.
So continue going south. Got it.
No, see, you want like a jug handle kind of thing. No, I just go straight down the turnpike. Just straight down to the shore.
You're like express lane, easy pass. Do not stop until you see the large orange cone.
Nice.
Right?
Yes.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, because I'm ticklish.
You really?
Yeah.
I never knew that, nor that I don't really care.
I'm ticklish enough to a point where somebody was tickling my feet, and I literally kicked them in the jaw.
I'm not ticklish at all.
No, and I'm not kidding. I kicked him in the jaw.
Him?
No.
You said it, not me.
No, I didn't.
You said I kicked him in the jaw.
I kicked him in the jaw.
You kicked her. That would be a her. You said, I kicked it.
I kicked him in the jaw.
You know what? I don't really care that much. But, all right, so you're ticklish and you like kicking people. That we've established that. And to you, it's stay away from there. Otherwise, I'm going to kick you in the jaw. Just take the highway to Happy Town.
Yeah, follow the trail.
Right. Well, that's kind of where I was going with it.
Follow the trail down to Funky Town.
Hopefully it's not Funky Town, because then the girl's not going to be staying down there.
Did I say
long.
funky or funky?
No.
What came out?
That's a good... No, I think you said Funky Town,
Did
and
I?
that is a very, very, very valid point. If it turns out to be total Funkville, then I don't see her having a good time.
No. I don't think she would stay down there very long at all.
But I would at least appreciate if she stayed until the party ended.
Depends on what kind of party we're talking here. How long it lasts, I don't know.
Yogurt party. Straight up yogurt party.
She may need extra throat spray.
Did you want to ask your other one?
Sure.
After you just said straight up yogurt party?
Yeah.
Yay.
So my other question,
is long nails. Are they sexy, or are they just get in the way?
Can I cut my C-U-P, my balls in them?
No, I mean,
No,
they're
not
reasonable. They're not like these crazy long ass nails that have their own zip code. They're reasonable long nails. A girl can still type.
No, listen. If you can kill me with your fingernails, if you can slice my throat or nip my nutsack, no. Cut them fuckers to a reasonable length. They're not non-spear-like.
Women have nails?
Fair.
Yes.
Really?
You've never had them in your back telling you, why did you fucking get me pregnant, you asshole?
I don't look that far.
You've never been scratched?
I've never cared.
Wait, hold on a minute. This is bringing up a whole other question. How could you not know if you've been scratched?
Because I'm busy pounding other things. In a sexual manner, not in a.
But this what's all right. So then, what is your level of pain?
What do you like? When? During the act?
Yeah, if you.
I'm not thinking about that.
Yeah, but if you don't notice somebody scratching you,
I'm not concentrating on that. Wow. Honestly, the length of a woman's nails has absolutely zero effect on how I feel about her. But what would matter to me would be the cleanliness of her nails. If she's got funky, since that was a word used just a moment, if she's got funky nails, that might be a problem. But as long as she's got clean nails, I don't care. She could have no nails. Might be a little weird, but I'm sure I could look past it.
Fair enough.
Wow.
Very interesting. Thank you very much for answering that question.
You know, she's doing a lot of these questions during these shows, and I'm just finally getting to the point of trying to figure this out. I think she's trying to either get info on us or she's writing a book.
It's going to be a really short book.
I don't know what these answers are going to be used against us at one point. I just know it.
No, I'm just very curious for the women out there.
You should do a sex show.
Know, you should do a what?
You should do a sex show with all these inappropriate questions. Oh, did you hear the level in her voice when she laughed?
It's like
that's like, fuck yeah, I'll do it.
I don't know. It sounded more like Astro from the Jetsons, or like Scooby. It was like a Scooby laugh.
A little Scooby laugh in there?
A little bit.
I would. If I had the right co-host, I would do a sex show.
What's the right co-host?
I would have to be a co-host that brought a lot to the table, because I don't have a ton of information, but I do have a ton of research.
Okay. All right, you and me will do a podcast or whatever on Saturday. Jesus Christ. We'll call it a blur.
Oh my God, there it was again. Wait for it.
The easiest things amuse you know that?
Yes.
Oh my God. We'll call it the Blurred Lines Podcast.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
That was terrible. That one was terrible. That one was terrible.
That one was pretty terrible, but this is what happens when I don't show prep. And I'm not prepared for stuff like this.
Let's move on to the story where we think of...
Alright, that was...
Wow!
That was like some kind of home video. I think there were people naked in the background.
It's flashed Craig over here to get him back on track.
Wait, what? High beams?
There's my pussy.
Close enough.
God, that fucking thing is hairy. Christ, shave it.
Not shaving my pussy.
Ticket for driving in Google Glass dismissed.
I think that was better. That was actually better than some of the shitty ones I found.
It may have been the most anticipated traffic court date ever. A Southern California resident appeared in San Diego traffic court on Thursday for speeding and for wearing Google Glass while driving. It is considered the first time someone has been cited for wearing the face-mounted technology while driving. Commissioner John Blair threw out both charges, stating there wasn't enough evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Google Glass was turned on at the time. It is only illegal to wear the device while driving if it is operational. This woman was pulled over in October for speeding by the California Highway Patrol. The police officer then cited her for wearing Google Glass under California Vehicle Code, blah, 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 which prohibits operating video display on the front of the driver's headrest where it can distract the driver. The law was originally dated to keep people from watching TV while driving. Google Glass is Google's version of the head-mounted computer display. So essentially it's like a pair of glasses with a little piece of glass over one of the eyes and you can start seeing stuff. A small unique monitor sits above the right eye, just out of the normal line of vision. To view information on the display like a map or text message, the wearer must look up. Google Glass defenders claim Glass is safer to use while driving than a smartphone since it can be voice controlled by you and you only have to glance up to view the glass display. Many have rallied to this woman's defense, even starting a free her first name hashtag on Twitter.
Rookie Raggy.
Oh, fuck you.
Only because it's just so easy.
Google Glass. 1, would you get it? 2, would you use it while you're driving like this to use for like GPS and such?
Okay, first of all, no, I'm not some yuppie hipster, so I'm not buying Google Glass right now. Second of all, if I were to buy something like that, I would wait until it was probably more generally accepted by the public, therefore a better technology and more practical to use.
Ditzy, would you get a Google Glass for your purposes?
No, it doesn't really interest me. When I'm walking around, I don't really want to be staring at a little tiny screen. And even with my iPad and iPhone and all that stuff, I don't really stare at it when I'm walking around, per se. So I kind of like to be sitting down, relaxing with my device versus having it as part of my glasses.
But the added benefit of having something like this is you could essentially record or take a picture of any moment in your life. It's almost like having one of those GoPro cameras at your disposal at any given time. So let's say something super awesome happens right in front of you.
Like you actually got laid?
Let's use that as an example. You know, let's just say, in theory, of course, that were to happen. You could just be like, oh my God, Google Glass, record this shit so I can masturbate to it later. And it'll do it. And it will be the best moment of your life because you're just going to replay the shit out of it. And because it's digital, it's not like, like a VHS where it'll kind of degrade over time and you can't enjoy that special moment forever. I've heard.
So you'll be plopping down about $1,500 for Google Glass just so you can record yourself banging a whore?
Well, I think it's an investment, really. Someone agrees with me.
I'm going to say, after all the investment you put in the woman, the extra investment, do you have money left over for the extra investment?
Are you assuming that I had to pay for this woman? As in, like, prostitution?
Well, yeah. Isn't that how it works for you?
Well, I mean, look, some of us slum sometimes. I'm not going to admit to it, but I'm not
Listen, he's not going to admit to picking up Guadalupe outside of the fucking Lowe's nearby, okay?
Wait, Guadalupe does not sound like a really hot Brazilian woman. I just want to note that on record here.
Yes, when you pull down his panties and you find out, oh, look, there's a penis there, too. Yeah, that's what happens.
I will say this. No, you know what? Because I know we're totally sidetracking off on the show stuff. All right, that has never happened to me. All right.
Oh, so
let me start this discussion with that.
We're setting the record straight.
But there have been instances where you read about things online or whatever may happen. Could you ever imagine being in an intimate situation and you get to that point and you find something down there that you didn't expect? And this could hold true for either side, all right? All three of us could talk about this. Like, what do you think your reaction would be if you were intimate with somebody, all of a sudden, like, you pulled down the drawers and either there's something extra there or there's something missing, and it's just like, oh, you didn't know? That's a rough one. How do you think you would handle that? Anyone?
It would be very difficult. Because, I mean, I personally have never experienced that. The most unusual thing I've come across is, sometimes the guy's penis is a little bit a different color, per se. But other than that...
How many colors do they come in? Like, what is there, like a rainbow of penises?
Yeah, don't you know?
No, I don't know. I'm not such a penis expert like you are.
I'm not an expert by any means. But there are, your penis skin color can be slightly different than your normal skin color.
Go on.
It's true. That was the most unique, that I've really come across, and it wasn't shocking or anything. But I guess if I was shocked, I'd want to have a discussion about it. Be like, well, before we go any further, let's figure this out here, because this isn't normal.
Yeah, apparently before you put that purple people eater thing in my vagina, we're gonna be talking about this for a minute or two.
Purple penis eater?
Yes. This fucking eggplant.
No, that's if your vagina is purple. Then it's the purple penis eater.
No, that's a blue waffle.
Oh, I see.
Did I just kill you again?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Leave my lap alone.
It's the Clutch Wiggle and apparently Scooby experience.
Rookie Raggy.
Who's on the
I
rag?
do not sound like Scooby. Scooby's going down. Mine goes up.
Whoa. Cut it right there. Scooby's going down on you?
No.
That's a good rover.
Amazing what a little peanut butter can do.
Oh, crunchy or creamy? Mile marker 420 becomes 419.99 to thwart thieves.
I have no issue with this at all because people are inherently stupid.
Well, apparently because you can smoke marijuana in Denver, this shit's going to happen. Colorado officials think the difference of 1/100th of a mile will be enough to stop thieves from stealing the mile marker 420 sign along Interstate 70. Amy Ford of the Colorado Department of Transportation says that mile 420 sign near Stratton was stolen for the last time, sometime in the last year. And officials have replaced it with a sign that says mile 419.99. Ford says it's the only 420 sign to be replaced in the state that recently legalized recreational use of marijuana. Most highways aren't long enough to need that type of number.
You know what? It's really no different than a couple of years
That's
ago.
just smart planning.
Oh, I mean, they had to change the name of was it Highway 666? Why? Because people kept fucking stealing the signs, so they gave it some other number that nobody was going to care about. With this, the 419.99, I think people are going to steal that one too. So you know what? Just take the whole stupid sign down.
Yeah, just missed the mile marker.
Yeah, whatever. What happens when you're lost and you're on a highway? All right, let me look at the next mile marker. In another mile, you're just still going to be lost. Big deal.
See, the sign that we have that I can't believe hasn't been stolen yet is we have an Exit 69 Big Beaver Road.
Whoa, you have a double right there. 69 and Beaver?
Yep, Big Beaver Road, Exit 69 in Michigan. And, yeah, I'm shocked that that sign's not been stolen.
We're going on a road trip, my friend.
Beaver Road?
Big Beaver Road. We're going
Big Beaver Road.
We're going to 69, and we're gonna get that sign, that Big Beaver Road sign, and we're gonna come back to New Jersey.
I tell you, that is a pretty awesome address. An address of one of the companies I worked with a number of years ago. We had an off-site warehouse. The address was 420 Easy Street.
Nice.
That was a pretty
Nice.
good one. Yeah, like I looked at that and I'm like, wow, like I couldn't have come up with that myself. Like if I really thought about it, that's actually pretty friggin' awesome. Not awesome enough to steal the building.
Oh no, of course.
Not for the name, but or
Right.
the address, but that one I thought was pretty good too. So, yeah, you know what? Do you think mile marker 420, or do you think that changing it to mile marker 419.99 is really going to stop people from stealing it?
No, because now it's a novelty.
Well, but now it's almost even more famous than it was before.
Right.
So my answer would be just remove it. Take it away and be done with it.
I agree. If you want to get rid of that stuff, get rid of the mile marker, and oh well. Ditzy?
I agree.
Why don't we move on?
They made the best decision they could.
And with that, we move back into the sex portion of our show, and we start talking about the Origami Condom.
The Origami, that just doesn't work.
Take a look at that picture right there.
Is it recyclable? Not that I would want to use a used condom.
There is a male condom, a female condom, and an anal condom.
You specifically waited until I was taking a sip of my drink to say that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it didn't work.
You can go to origamicondomsplural.com.
Now, is that just the name of the company to help give them buzz for their product line, or are these things actually made out of folded paper?
Well, the Origami Condom brand has conducted NIH-funded clinical trials, the Origami non-rolled condom. So,
okay, when I'm done with it, can I fold it into a swan? That's all I want to know.
Swandom. That means it's a good show. Trying to figure out more about this fucking place.
I don't know.
No. Just by her reactions to sexual things, you can tell if she agrees, disagrees, or just fucking hates.
She needs a little time to let it settle in. Maybe if they throw in a free bottle of gag spray, would you like it better?
See, this is where having a female host may work from a potential marketing thing. You should contact them and let them know you're part of an internet radio show who would like to try these, because it screams innovation. It's just lie, whatever you need to do.
Oh, somebody's screaming for sure.
And get these and try it, and you should let us know, perhaps on air, but because we don't have cameras, so it doesn't really matter. But you should really go ahead and try to get these into your own place, because we know the whores aren't going to do it in his vicinity. And just try these out, because an origami condom, yes, and you can actually try to make a swan out of it when you're done.
Because, that's the first thing I want to do.
I don't know. See?
Kitty agrees.
Oh. They're not available commercially yet.
Oh, boo.
You talking about the kitty or the condom?
It's okay.
The condom is anticipated in late 2014, early 2015.
That's okay. We can take a sample. We can work with that. We'll be the guinea pigs. See, the cat wants to be a guinea pig. Wait, that's that was wrong. I'm sorry, Frankie.
No, that's
I'm sorry, Frankie. I didn't really mean to use your butt area as a test toy for this. I'm sorry. Hi, Frankie.
Yes.
Yes, give Mama some love.
He seems to want to be on the show regardless.
Oh, that's okay. He wants some loves. He wants
Yeah.
wants Mommy to try out the origami condoms. He's on our side. Origami condoms.
I would try them out if they were available, and they're not, though.
Okay, so put her on your list of to-dos for the show. Do a little show prep during the show. We'll get there. Don't worry.
It'll have to be next year. We'll see.
Okay, well, if you're going to be around by then, yeah, you could do it. Because, people don't last long on the show, apparently. But hopefully, you have a longer streak now, so it doesn't matter. Perhaps the origami condom is on these 13 terrible ways to ask for oral sex.
Is gag spray anywhere on there?
Well, maybe.
I'm asking for a friend.
Oh, for a friend, okay. Yeah, who's your
course.
friend? Egg Wiggle?
Yes, actually it is. Wow, I guess you two have talked. So you can, forget it. I have no interest in keeping this
What?
This charade going.
What charade? What are you talking about?
My life is one big charade.
What? Wait, we're playing a game now? On the show?
This show is always a game.
You can tell we're getting a little punchy.
I'm just losing focus, actually.
13
terrible ways to ask for oral sex. I usually don't ask for it. It's just kind of understood. I can't believe people actually have to ask for it. It's just kind of like, hey, listen, it's there and you're here, so I'm not asking. I'm kind of like, it's kind of assumed, let's make this happen.
Just because you push a girl's head down doesn't mean it's not asked for.
No. It's never, ever done forcibly. That's why I said it's understood. If it's done forcibly, then there's charges pressed against you. Again, I have a friend that I learned that from. Yeah, a friend.
A friend,
sure. Yeah.
Dude, how big is your rap sheet?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that. But
so let's
13 terrible ways.
Yes. Have you ever told this to a chick? asking her to quote unquote. Oh, actually, you know what? She should read this because if I read it, it's gay.
Wait, are any of them where a man says, "Well, it ain't gonna suck itself"? Because I've heard that one about a half a dozen times, usually in movies or in just funny instances. But if that is one of them, that one's pretty bad.
So, will you be reading these aloud to the group?
If you'd like me to.
Sure.
Well, he's not going to force you to do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, unless she wants it.
Let me bring it up.
Whoa, hey.
Done.
What's number 12?
Ding.
All right. 11?
Ding, ding. Number 10. Ding-a-ling.
Why are we so immature?
Because we're fucking awesome at it.
This kind of talk scares me from actually asking another person to come on the show to make it like a group of 4. Just because it's like they're gonna walk out of here going, I feel dirty.
No, or it's just gonna get worse from here. It's gonna get to that point where you're gonna sit there and go,
"What the fuck did I get into?
What the fuck happened? Where did we go wrong?"
Okay.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Do you finally have it up?
I do.
Okay. Do you want to go 1 to 13 or 13 to 1? Your choice.
I usually go from 6 to midnight.
Oh, jeez. All right, we'll go 13 to 1.
All righty.
Touching himself while longingly staring at your mouth.
Yeah? Okay, I've done that.
Not a way to...
Wait, I wasn't paying
attention. No.
Wait, read number 13. You're groping your wiggle while you're looking at her mouth.
That's just wrong.
That apparently is the equivalent of, well, it's not going to
That's
suck
like taking
itself.
a neon sign with an arrow and just having it like Wile E. Coyote style and just be like putting an arrow to it. Be like, And having it blink, like, come on. Like, come on, just, proceed through the drive-through. But when I say drive-through, I mean oral through. And when I say oral through, I mean stop right there.
The Acme Anvil cocksuckers, is that it?
That's about it, yes.
So
perfect.
So apparently with you touching herself or looking at her mouth is essentially the alternative to it ain't going to suck itself.
That's pretty close, but we have 12 more to go that are probably equally or more wrong.
All right, what's at number 12?
Number 12, making you a cheese plate and pouring you a bottle of wine to help you relax. Code for give head.
I don't think that one's so bad because I think you're just kind of you're trying to create the mood where it's like, hey, honey, like I'm kind of, like the candles are lit and, like I'm doing something for you, so like
suck it.
What are you going to do for me?
And the wine would prime the pump, shall we say.
11.
Telling you he's been thinking about your lips all day long.
Gay.
Number 10.
All right, number 10. Luring you into the bedroom because he has something important to tell you, when it's really his dick that wants something to tell you.
Yeah, swallow me.
Like, honey, come in here. What? What's going on? I really need you right now. Come in here. Oh, my God, what is it? My penis is out. Oh, my God. That was actually pretty funny. Where it's like, oh, my God, I think I'm having a heart attack. Wait, what? Nope, just kidding. Oh, look at that. It's my penis. What are you going to do about it?
I can picture you doing it.
I could totally picture myself doing that. Just be like, oh, my God. I'm in so much pain. Oh, my God, where? You're right here. You to kiss it all better. Oh, wait. Use this spray first.
Wouldn't that suck, though, if the spray actually made the penis numb?
Yeah, that would be horrible, because what's the point? I mean, what's the... No, girth.
That would suck a lot.
Number 9.
Number 9, putting his penis near your face while you're sorting laundry, taking out the trash, or any low-to-the-ground activity.
I would so do this.
I'm sorry, any load what?
Low to the ground.
Low to the ground, not load. I'd so totally do that. So totally do that.
That's just wrong. Like, she's just, like, sitting there on the couch watching, like, American Idol, and all of a sudden, like, this penis just comes, like, hovering, like, right into, like, view. Like it's some kind of Star Destroyer, while you're watching Star Wars. Like, like your Jaws. And it's just, like, slowly, it's just like,
what is the Starship Enterprise doing on my...
Hi.
Oh.
You know what would be even better? If you took, like, those little, like, if you go to, like, not the craft store and you get, like, 2 of the googly eyes, you put 2 little googly eyes in the head of it and, like, have it, like, walk right in front of her. So it looks like a Muppet. A Muppet that needs a big kiss. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Number 8.
Anyone?
Announcing that he has an erection.
Well.
Yeah, that's not going to get any play whatsoever.
Hey, look, I'm hard.
Announcing it. Honey, when I lay down, it looks like I'm a tent. Check it out. Check it out. Like, I think the tent needs to sleep. Can you help me out with that? What?
No, you say that. You say that when she's fucking ugly and you tell her to take off your robe. Quick, the tent needs to go away. Open up your robe. Why?
Listen, if I gotta say that, she needs to leave before that happens.
Number 7.
Putting his fingers in your mouth and talking about how hot and wet your mouth is.
It's like a fucking thermometer.
That's just ain't right. Actually, a thermometer would be the best. That would be a better thing to do. Like, be like, honey, I want to check your temperature. You look like you don't feel so good. Like, oh, okay. You stick the thermometer in her mouth. You check her temperature and be like, Oh, you're healthy. All right, I got something else for you to do then, since you're feeling okay.
No. You say, hold on. Are you feeling under the weather? A little bit. Let me get the thermometer, and you shove your dick in her mouth.
Oh, no, I'm being a little bit more subtle. Like, you got to check her temperature first. Be like, well...
No, you stick it in her ass.
Well, since you're healthy and apparently you don't mind having things in your mouth, let's talk for a minute, because I think this could lead somewhere.
Or you put little like temperature things on your dick, and you put it. Look, it's a thermometer. Look.
It'd be worse if you stick the thermometer in her mouth, and go, "Oh shit, that's the rectal one. Give it back." That would just be horrible, wouldn't it?
Oh.
That's exactly the reaction I would expect.
Number 6.
Asking you to make it wet before you fuck.
Make it wet. Oh, here's a glass of water. Teabag it.
There's just something wrong about that. Like, I could see where I'm sure in the heat of the moment you're like, wait a minute, this might work. But it really doesn't.
Oh my god. Number 5.
Oh god, we're only up to 5.
Number 5. Suggesting that you 69 or slowly contorting into the 69 position while going down on you. Just
Honey,
kind of slowly moving your ass upward. Nice.
Honey, let's 69, but really just kind of a 0-6. You go first.
It's like a
what
sundial.
What the hell is that?
It's like a sundial.
It turns into an algebra equation once you start getting all contorted.
Number 4.
Eventually, X marks the spot. That's all I know.
Number 4.
Lovingly moving your head down that direction while you're sitting on the couch watching TV.
I do that. Huh?
Wait, lovingly moving your head in that direction. But no, like you have to like lovingly move her head in that direction. Like, hey, honey, why don't you lay down in my lap? You look sleepy. But just awake enough to like take care of something really important right now, because I'm feeling kind of stressed out. Yeah, that's it. Stressed out.
Number 3.
Putting on a record that you blew him to what?
Yeah.
Putting on a record that you blew him
okay,
to once,
so
as if you heard it and automatically open wide.
All right, so apparently your woman is now Pavlov, where every time you play, every time you play YMCA, she just goes diving at your genitals. Yeah, that works, doesn't it?
That's gonna work.
If that is your best strategy, I feel really, really bad for you. Carry on.
Number
All right,
2.
number 2. Pulling his pants down and showing you his hard cock.
Usually works, don't it?
That's pretty much the same thing as I said, where it's just like, hey, it ain't going to take care of itself.
Wow. And the number 1 terrible way to ask for head is...
Asking you to just kiss it real quick.
Isn't that how rape starts?
Yeah, wait a minute. But before you do, hold on. All right, go ahead, honey. I think you're ready.
The old cat spray. That's the perfect way to end this shit.
Oh, jeez.
Where did you find that? I don't want to know.
I'll tell you where I got that sound clip from after the show.
I don't want to know. Gagspray.com.
Nobody listening cares, but you will get it and you'll appreciate it.
Oh my god.
I don't know, honey. It's just Banaka. Trust me.
Fucking Banaka! What the hell did we learn in these 2 hours?
Not much.
No, but we can do our best to recap.
I have written down the peeker-pecker action. I don't even remember what happened.
Ditz?
We learned that throat spray is always really, really good choice.
Apparently that spray makes rejaculate really good.
Wait, it was rejaculate. You're making it rejaculate?
Isn't that like the plural or something?
I guess. It's just another way of... I don't know. Apparently, at some point, someone on our show said it's all bone.
I did, talking about Madonna.
Yeah.
Ditzy poo?
We learned that Madonna isn't as smart as we think she is. Or maybe she is.
And in speaking of gag spray, I'm still curious as to what would happen if you sprayed it on a vagina. Would it prolapse?
And after all of this, we still have a bottle of Cockburns wine on our.
Even though I'm drinking the E&J, I ain't touching the Cockburns.
Just let that one sink in. Apparently, Miss Ditz loves the mayonnaise.
I swear I heard mayo.
The mayonnaise. Hey, baby, want to taste my mayonnaise?
Made it fresh for you.
Ooh, right in your mouth, not in your hand.
I am very curious if there is a jalapeno deep throat spray out there. Hold it, wait.
It burns, but oh so good.
Oh!
It's a good kind of burn.
Yes. What's next, faggot? You wrote down a lot.
I wrote down a lot. I have, apparently, in speaking of about cock cages, there was an inquiry about cunt cages. There was, a reference to a gag spray microphone. Yeah. We're still waiting on that, by the way.
Yes, we need that picture of you in some sort of phallic thing, and a nice little picture with you with headphones on by this weekend, please.
And I'm going to repeat the words mammary magnums. And Rob, you want to take anything else on that list?
Yeah, let's see. I think this is the show title, too. This fucking show is straight up yogurt party.
Straight up yogurt party. There it is. Even though there is references to rainbows of penis, the purple penis eater, and the origami swan condom. Ding, ding, ding-a-ling.
Let Your Wiggle Experience live each Thursday, 7 to 9 Eastern, CWEradio.com. Just do a search in your Google search engine or Bing or whatever. Just do Clutch and Wiggle. And Ditzy, you got, let's see, 15 seconds.
Remember, ladies, don't spend too much time on the nipples. The guys like you to go down south.
Post-game show is brought to you by... Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.